Okay, I want to take a look at two more effects before we do our final save of the project. Both are things that adjust the volume, and they've gotten better over time. I've just really enjoyed them. You'll find these effects in other software as well, particularly professional things. So the first one is going to be something that I'm going to use just on the narration track here. You'll notice there are some parts that look like they're quite a bit softer in volume and lower in volume, and there are. And there is a way to automatically do that, a tool called Leveler. And it's in here, and it has gotten better over time. There are about a half dozen different degrees of leveling. I'm just going to use the moderate setting for this particular podcast. Click OK. Move this out of the way so you can see what the waveform on that bottom track looks like when it's finished. Watch for it. So you see the whole volume has increased. It's fatter, it's richer. Just spot check a couple parts.
With the rest of the staff of Christ Our Hope, an anchor that goes through, and they're going to have a second bishop on campus this summer with.
And actually I do say some things too. So that's a leveler effect. That's a tool under effect. I'm going to clear that now. The next one is going to be something that adjusts the volume of the open and closed music. Let me zoom in quite a bit and then head over to the beginning so you can see it. If you recall, we've got the initial part. I did a split and then some narration there, introduction, and then the conversation starts. Now what I used to do before I started using the particular tool I'm going to show you now was take a lot of time to do this manually, which is okay, because what I want to have happen, I want the music to be up full but lower in volume, go to background when whenever I'm talking or when Mark's talking at the end. And the function that we use to do this is called auto duck. And again, it's not unique to Audacity, but it is included. Just for the speed of this particular demonstration, I'm going to do the open first and then the close, because it takes a bit of time, again, depending on what the capacity of your computer is. So I have selected the portion. This is the pattern. Determines when the decrease and increase takes place, and how much lower. I'm set it for minus 14 decibels. Started off real fast. That's because there was nothing for a while, and then I'll move it down here for you to see. Then it takes a little bit. So what it's doing is it's using the narration track, the second track, as what it calls a control track. And when there's silence on that control track, the music's up full. And when there is spoken word, or if it were sound effects or whatever the case might be, it will lower the volume. So watch the waveform. Very interestingly different waveform. Let's listen to it. This is Spirit and Life, the Franciscan Conferences podcast. Welcome to podcast number 43. And that's how I take care of the final volume adjustments, and that is using auto duck. As I meant, now we still have to do it to the end. It takes a little while, as you saw. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll come back for the final saving.